Hi, everyone. Welcome to Columbia's hottest podcast. Today we have Harry P. Cheedella, who is the owner and executive director of QC Kinetix in West Columbia, which does regenerative medicine such as stem cells and PRP and other therapies as well. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Columbia's hottest podcast. I am Dr. Randy here with Dr. Tom, as always, and we have a great guest today. We have Harry P. Cheedella. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I got it. All right. And he is the owner of QC Kinetix. And also, I see your business card says executive director. And you said you help in sales and all that kind of stuff, too.
Yeah. I have been helping several things within our clinic and supporting my team, what they need, and working with the patients, playing different roles as a patient care coordinator, and taking care of marketing, working with people like you, collaborations, giving seminars, lectures around Columbia. So doing a lot of things.
Yeah, nice.
And you were in the aerospace and automotive area for 20 years.
Give the audience a background.
Oh, yeah. Let me give my background. I have done my schooling out of India. I'm a mechanical engineer. After working for 20 years in automotive and aerospace, I was realizing, okay, I got to do something to help people right away. I mean, it's not that I didn't help people with automotive and aerospace experience, but it is working with large corporate companies. And that is when I was looking after opportunities to venture into some business in the healthcare side. I found regenerative medicine is an evolving field, and that is the future of the medicine, in fact. Because it is more related to cellular-based therapies, very natural. I'm a holistic person to begin with, and I always try to find the solution naturally to heal and stay preventive as much as possible. So that was my mindset, and I have been practicing yoga and other natural things at my home all day long. I was grown up like that in India. Yeah. And after coming here, after doing research about regenerative medicine, I thought, oh man, this is very good. And I think people need to know that, and they have to stay active. And that is how I found QC Kinetix. It's a franchise located across United States. There are total 180 locations across United States. And by the way, QC Kinetix means, QC means Queen City. Kinetics is body's kinetic mechanism. All the joints, it's a kinetic chain, right?
Queen City is in Charlotte?
Charlotte, exactly.
You didn't know that?
Didn't.
Yeah. In fact, the headquarters is in Charlotte. QC Kinetix was established back in 2016 out of Charleston, South Carolina. So this is a South Carolina-based company to begin with.
Nice.
They started over there with one clinic, and there's a tremendous response from public. And immediately within 1 year, they opened second clinic within Charleston in Somerville. Initially started with Mount Pleasant. And then the Dr. Richard Schaefer and Jason West, Tyler Vale, these people thought, okay, why don't we make this as a franchise and help people across the country? Because right now, as you know, United States, there are so many people need some natural therapies, and they have to stay preventive in their health and proactive and cut down the healthcare costs. The only way to do that is be proactive. That's all it is.
Yeah. I love that. I like that you're getting into health.
Welcome to Columbia Family Chiropractic, voted Columbia's best chiropractic clinic. With 3 easy-to-get-to locations, you'll be sure to have something near you. We provide drug-free and surgery-free healthcare and take care of a wide variety of injuries. We offer several services from corrective chiropractic care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling and cupping for injuries, pediatric care, non-surgical knee therapy, and a Class 4 laser. And for those focused on wellness, we have a red light therapy bed. We accept all your major insurances. If you click on this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. You can check out our website at cfc4help.com, or you can Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's CFC4FOR help.com.
20 years automotive?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you look young. Is that a testament to your regenerative medicine?
I mean, like I told you, I was practicing a lot of natural things at
Yeah.
home. Even I always try to eat whole grain food
Nice.
and practice yoga every day, because one thing I was learned from my gurus is that how do you stay active? There are so many ways to stay active. One is you can do regular exercises, you can do running, you can stay in sports. But there is another thing called yoga. Yoga means you can reduce your body fat. You can also keep your metabolism very active. And you can stay young also by doing good breathing exercises.
Are you big on the breathing side of things?
Oh, yeah. Because our body is constructed with millions and trillions of cells. Every cell construction is such that it needs oxygen.
Yeah, buddy.
So how do you give oxygen? Just by doing good breathing.
People don't focus on it. I catch myself just breathing heavy sometimes. Like I'm out of breath.
Okay, that is under stress, I think.
That's what I think too. Too much coffee too. Sometimes if I drink too much caffeine, I'll be like talking, and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm winded.
Okay. Thank you for the compliment, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, looking good. So, give us a yoga sesh that you're doing. Like, how long? What sort of poses? What are you getting into?
Normally I do yoga every day for 40 minutes. Initially, I start with a breathing exercise because I get up every day in the morning around 4:30, because that is when all the energy is calm, and before sunrise is always a very good energy on the planet Earth, and we have to tap that particular positive energy. As human beings, we have the ability to absorb that. So getting up early is very important to activate your metabolism in a right fashion, because that is when in the body autophagy mechanism is also happening, because over the night during the sleep, that is very important to keep all the cells in very active stage. The way I start is I drink at least 2 liters of water every day in the morning.
No way.
Yeah.
Right away?
Yeah, after I get up, just give a couple of minutes.
That's
like
amazing.
That. Yeah, the reason is that you have to flush the body. Like I mentioned, the body is constructed with trillions of cells. And every cell, in order to be active, it needs 2 things, oxygen and water. And of course, other minerals and other things.
Nerve supply.
Yes.
Love that.
I mean, every cell, if you look at that cell construction, 90% of it is potassium in the cell and nucleus, and there are a lot of things like this, mitochondria and other things. Yeah. So how do you keep them inactive so that you have good cell-to-cell communication with the ATP transfer? Everything happens inside your body.
Right.
Because we always look outside the world to look, this is not like that, that is not like this. Oh, why this is working like this? But if you look inside, in our body, there are trillions of chemical reactions happen.
Right.
Because every cell is doing something, every organ is doing something, unknowingly, knowingly.
Right.
That is the self-conscious of the body, right? The way I start my yoga is with breathing, good breathing for almost 10 minutes. I do bhastika pranayama. That means inhaling oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide very quickly. So that way, the lungs I try to fill the lungs as much as possible, the oxygen. That is very important. And another thing here is that where in our body the blood gets generated or created.
Where in the body?
Yeah. Which part of organ in our body makes the blood?
No, what makes the blood?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Two things I will tell you. One is the bone marrow. The bone marrow makes the blood in our body. It is the factory of our body's blood.
Yeah.
And the second thing is the thoracic bone. That is where all the platelets in the body gets generated and released every moment. So that is why doing good breathing exercise in the morning, you are energizing the lungs capacity. At the same time, you are energizing the capability to make good blood in our body. Because the blood is the one important thing, very important thing in our body for healing. So that keeps healing mechanism wherever the inflammation is there. Blood has to go there and clean up all that mess.
Yep. Yep.
And the blood has to be good with rich protein so that it can do all this repair process in our body.
I hear a lot of people talk about the blood. Do you know what controls everything in the body?
Blood. I mean,
Well, so that's what a lot of people say. They were taught that the heart and the blood controls everything. It's actually the nervous system. The brain and the spinal cord control everything, and that's what coordinates everything in the body: your heart, your lungs, your liver, your bone marrow, your cells.
that is correct. I agree with you.
Yep.
The way, if you look at our body as a system, there is an energy system in the body. That energy system receives the energy from higher souls always. There is the reason I touch this subject is there is a spirituality we always try to give least importance to that.
Yeah.
And there is one thing about the body and the biology of the body. All these are interconnected, by the way. So higher soul, we receive the energy every moment from higher soul. And the energy gets traveled from the brain, the crown chakra, we call it in the yoga.
Yeah.
The crown
What do you
chakra.
call it? The
Crown chakra.
Crown chakra. That is in the brain, because the pituitary gland in the brain, which receives the positive energy from the higher souls always, for every human being.
Yep.
And then that energy gets go all the way up to the spinal cord, the spinal canal. That is the main energy source for that.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, exactly the nervous system, that is where all the pulsating energy goes into that every part of the body, and then organ of the body receives that energy. And at the same time, all the other peripheral components in the body, like this blood supply and other things, so they all work in harmony.
It's amazing how well the body works together.
How smart the body is.
Yeah, and even today, we don't know what exactly our body does and capable of.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the struggle with the current medical approach is it looks at everything as parts, and that you can just treat parts and not the whole body.
That is correct. That is where I think there is a trend now going with holistic medicine approaches. Treat the body like a system.
Yeah.
And whatever the disease or the problem they are experiencing, don't treat that alone. Treat that as a system.
Yeah. Yep.
Because there are multiple components interact over there for that
Yeah.
repair process.
Yeah. It has an effect everywhere. Yeah. Then they've done tons of studies on things like that. So tell us about just the process of becoming a patient at QC Kinetix. Like, who would be a good patient, and what would that first visit look like?
If anybody is experiencing pain, chronic pains, and who would like to avoid surgeries and stay active, those are all the candidates for QC Kinetix.
Yeah. So it's everybody.
That's what,
Right.
even for you too.
Yeah. Yeah. So what visit one looks like, fill out some paperwork.
Of course. The visit one is they have to call us first and then get the appointment on the schedule, because our schedule is so busy. So that is why taking initial appointment is very important. When somebody approaches us, we send them a welcome packet. And in the welcome packet, we ask for some details about their personal health history, what they have been going through, how long this particular problem is.
Bicep size.
Yeah, what kind of treatments they have gone through also in the past, like massage therapies, chiropractic therapy, or other ice therapies. And have they been taking steroid shots?
Yeah.
Have they gone through any other surgeries?
Right.
And that is their personal history, but we also gather a little bit more about their medical conditions because not everybody is a candidate for regenerative medicine
Yeah.
because of some contraindications. So we had to understand them first, also during
Right.
their initial visit. So once they fill up the details, we review that, and when the particular client comes to our clinic, we also reiterate all these things and let's make sure that they entered correct information. We just ask them, and wherever they have the pain at that particular joints, we do couple of tests. One is the range of motion test, and we try to understand whether they have the joint problem or ligament problems, or this is more like the functional checkup that particular joint. And the next step is we also do the imaging, ultrasound guidance imaging. We check in that particular spot. If somebody has a rotator cuff tear, so how much is the tear? How far is that?
Right.
Is it complete tear or partial tear? This is an example.
Yeah.
But we assess all these conditions, and then we can tell whether they are a candidate for our regenerative medicine or not.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
If they are not a candidate, then we say, we are sorry.
Yeah.
At least for biological therapies. But there are some energy-based therapies. It doesn't have that many contraindications like biological therapies, so we recommend them.
Okay, nice.
And is it a physician's assistant or medical doctor, or who do they meet with on their very first day?
Yes. In our clinic, we have 2 medical providers, and we have a medical director too. Our medical director is Dr. Justin Garzon. And the other medical providers are Lida Hamidi. She is a doctor of nurse practitioner. And we have Cynthia L. She is a master of medical science, and she is a physician assistant. So all these people, they have 25 plus years of orthopedic experience, and they have been doing this biological therapies for 15 plus years.
Nice. Are you guys getting into any, tell us about the treatments. Like, what are some of the things that people could see there? Are you into peptides? Are you into stem cells?
Yeah. In the regenerative medicine at QC Kinetix here, we do 2 types of regenerative medicine approaches. One is energy-based regenerative medicine, and the second one is biological-based regenerative medicine. Energy-based is, there are 3 energies which can be used for regenerate. Because if you look at our body, in the beginning of this session we were talking, our cells in the body it can be influenced by 3 energies. One is sound waves, second one is electromagnetic waves, and the third one is light waves. In the light wave source, that is where the class 4 deep tissue laser is there. That particular therapy helps. I think you guys have.
Like that.
Yeah, we're
You
big
guys
on
also
that.
use that because it stimulates the cells and it helps in healing. The other one is sound wave based therapy. That is shock wave therapy we have in our clinic. And shock wave therapy is phenomenal. We see many people see tremendous recovery in very short period of time because of shock wave therapy.
Nice.
We have introduced that last year in our clinic. These are the energy-based therapies we have. Biological-based therapies, we have plasma therapy, number 1. Number 2, platelet-rich plasma therapy with high concentrations.
Yeah.
There is another advanced orthobiological compound called A2M therapy. That is what we have. That, in fact, that particular therapy helps in stopping the osteoarthritis, stopping the degeneration of the cartilage damage.
How about that?
And the last one is BMAC therapy, that is bone marrow aspiration concentrate, that is the stem cells. That is where all these biological therapies we have.
Yeah.
So depending on the particular problem they have, we define a protocol based on number of treatments they need.
Nice.
The longer ones adapt the pain or the longer ones experience the pain, the more treatments, number of treatments will be.
What typical number of sessions? Are you treating multiple areas at
Yes.
once?
Yes,
Okay.
we can. This is the advantage with regenerative medicine. You can treat multiple joints at the same time. For example, for some conditions, they may need only 2 treatments.
Right.
For some conditions, they may need up to 5 treatments. The maximum number of treatments in our clinic is 5, and minimum number is 2.
Where do you guys get the stem cells from?
From their own body. So we use
Nice.
autologous approach. Nothing fancy, nothing comes from anything outside of their body.
Yeah.
By the way, we extract the stem cells from the hip bone, sacroiliac, the iliac crust area.
Yeah.
Because that is where the majority of the stem cells reside in our body. And that is the safest area to access.
No kidding.
And we access, it is a 15-minute procedure and very easy. There is no downtime in this process. Right after the treatment, they can go and walk and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it painful to harvest them or no?
We don't harvest. I mean,
Or extract them?
it's not that painful. We use localized anesthesia and just extract the stem cells.
Sweet.
And after we process and we just administer it the joint wherever they have the pain.
Yeah. I didn't know that. So how do you separate it? How do you separate out the stem cells from when you're doing that?
Yeah, there is a
Fancy machine?
It's not fancy. Yeah, it is a process, bone marrow aspiration process. There are some supplies we use for that to extract that by taking Jamsheti needles.
And that's only 15 minutes to do that. Wow.
15 minutes for extraction, but again, for the processing and then administration, there is a little bit of time involved. So that is one of the lengthiest procedures. It takes about 1 hour. The particular patient stays in our clinic for at least 1 hour for that particular treatment.
Yeah.
For the remaining treatment, they will stay only for 30 minutes or 40 minutes.
Nice. Is there a way to do it like an intensive? Like, would you see somebody for 5 days in a row? Or would you want spacing in between?
We want spacing in between each of the treatment. The reason is that once either PRP, platelet-rich plasma, is given, the body takes its time to absorb, because the way the regenerative medicine works in 3 phases. One is inflammation phase. That is whenever the first treatment is given, it helps in calming down the inflammation in the first 2 weeks' time, first week or so. Some people get to see pain relief within 2 days. We have seen some best cases. We have seen some worst cases too, because it all depends on their body's biology.
Right.
Because it is like a garden of the soil, right? Yeah. How good is the soil? No matter how good you plant the seed, it all depends on the soil, how quickly it comes, sprouts, and then you see the plants come up. Similarly, our body works in the similar fashion. So everybody is different, but the inflammation phase is on an average 1 to 2 weeks. And then the proliferation phase happens. This is when the angiogenesis kicks in. New blood vessels starts to form in that area. Because the tissue, whatever that soft tissue damage happened, it starts to repair that slowly. And after 4 to 6 weeks, then remodeling phase happens. This is where tissue remodeling happens. Complete tissue repair process starts to happen. And this is a regenerative. That is why the repair process keeps on going as the number of weeks and days goes by. So it may not show up immediately on the MRI scans or how good it is, how bad it is, but definitely the patients see pain relief.
Yeah.
And they also gain their range of motion also during this time. Maybe they may get it within 2 days. They may get after 2 weeks. They may get 4 weeks. It all depends on individual to individual.
So for people who don't know about platelet-rich plasma, you take blood from the person, you put it into a centrifuge, you spin it, and then it has a dense set of platelets that go into the body, which then helps to heal it and
Correct.
get better. And stem cells, I've generally heard coming from different places, like umbilical cords or from like made, I guess, synthetically,
Right.
but I haven't heard many times about it coming out of your body.
Oh,
Is it it's a needle that pulls out? How does that work?
okay. We are all, when everybody is born like babies, baby has 100% stem cells. And as
And a stem cell, for people who don't know that, it's just a cell that hasn't differentiated yet. So
correct, exactly.
a cell can become
Anytime.
a liver cell, or it can become a blood cell.
True.
So a stem cell just hasn't been differentiated yet.
Okay, stem cell, let me define that. Stem cell is a basic cell. And it is also called as a master cell. It has two properties. One is it can multiply every day. The cell gets multiplied. And the other property is that it can be programmed, like you mentioned, to become any part of the body. So these are the two properties. That is the advantage. And in our body, the center of gravity is at iliac crest. So that is where most of the stem cells go and focus and stay there.
Yeah.
So that is where we extract the stem cells from our body. As we age, up to 20 years, there is a very good amount of regeneration activity happens in our body. As we age, beyond starting from 40, the stem cell production also in our bodies slowly declines.
Yeah.
So the body go through continuous activity of regeneration and degeneration. As we age beyond 40, the regeneration starts to slow down and degeneration starts to pick up in an exponential manner.
Randy stopped when he was 16, I think. Yeah,
It's true. I hit puberty early,
his stem cells have started decaying.
but I had more to begin with, thankfully.
That's good. Everybody has it. So
I've got them all down my legs, shoulders.
yeah, you can. So after 70, 75, we treat those patients not with stem cells, with other biological therapies. The reason is that the stem cell activity after 70 declines very rapidly. And it's very problematic to poke a hole into their bone.
Yeah.
It will lead to some osteoporosis and other conditions. So that is why we don't give treatment beyond 70, 75 with their own stem cells. And in QC Kinetix, all we do is autologous from their own body.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, the stem cells nowadays, they are talking from umbilical cord, fat stem cells. Even they extract fat from your body and separate stem cells too. That's another approach. We don't do that in our clinic.
So if they're 69, poke a hole. If they're 70, no hole.
No hole. We do that with we help them with the PRP and A2M.
Okay.
A2M therapies,
Yeah.
but not stem cells.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What if somebody has a lot of extra ones?
I mean,
Because I know some 70-year-olds that are like 50-year-olds. And I know some 50-year-olds that are like 90-year-olds.
yeah, correct.
And Tom,
My biological age is probably 20.
You look young too. Yeah.
you guys are just all over each other. You guys want me to leave?
Yeah. I need some alone time with Harry here.
Exactly. But there are, these particular cellular-based therapies, they are evolving. The science is evolving very rapidly. There is another part of the body they can extract stem cells is from the eardrum. It's called progenitor stem cells, and it has a pluripotent capability too. So the science is so evolving rapidly.
Yeah.
But lot of literature, lot of randomized control trials. It was done with the stem cells, MSC stem cells. That is where we extract from their own body. That is called mesenchymal stem cells, MSC stem cells. For the last 25 years, there was a tremendous research, and people have been using that in sports medicine, especially.
Yeah.
All the sports athletes, they have been using these methods for the last 25 years. Only thing is that later, the orthopedic care, they have not utilized them in that, I don't know.
Gen Pop?
I don't know why they have not, but there is a no-brainer. First thing, as a doctors or medical providers, we always tell do no harm, right?
Yeah.
So why to give prescriptions, steroid injections, and drugs? Too many pills. People are eating pills like meals.
Oh, yeah.
That is crazy. When everything naturally exists by controlling the diet and by doing this biological therapies naturally, you can heal a lot of problems.
So,
Yeah.
so tell me about the ear thing again.
They're just
You can get
extracting
them
from there.
out of the ear,
Yeah,
the little fleshy part, or deep inside?
A little bit deeper inside. I'm not expert in that, but I
It would
heard
be like a needle going straight into your ear.
not into the ear. They access from the side of that. It is a very safe procedure, but we don't do that in our clinic, by the way, just to let you know.
Okay.
All we do is from the
hip.
from the hip bone.
Yeah.
That one I told you because I wanted to categorize what kind of stem cells exist. One from umbilical cord, one from jelly, and the other one is fat stem cells. And from our own body, there are three places. One is the fat, belly fat. They remove the belly fat and extract stem cells from that. MSC stem cells, and then progenitor stem cells from the ear. So these are the three as far as I know, but there could be others too.
And there's not one that's better than the other, correct?
I mean, again, everything has got its own place.
Yeah.
And but lot of research and lot of data and lot of success is with the hip bone stem cells.
Yeah.
And other areas of stem cells, they are extracting. The data will be, it has to come. It has to be generated.
So how you mentioned the stem cells can be programmed. How does the programming occur? Like, what does the process look like?
That is, in QC Kinetix, we use a proprietary process for that. After giving bone marrow concentration, that stem cell therapy, we guide the stem cells with the platelets. So there is a special protocol in our QC Kinetix exists for that.
Okay. So if you want more cartilage, you're gonna do it that way.
Yeah, the way all these cellular-based therapies works is that they go into that damaged area, whether it is a cartilage damage or meniscus tears or ligament tears like MCL tear or ACL tear or rotator cuff tears.
Yeah.
Even the fascia, plantar fasciitis, we help that with PRP therapies too. These platelets and the stem cell, all these go into that particular area. As the time goes by, they prepare extracellular matrix, and that is where it helps in repair process, damaged tissue repair process.
Yeah.
And we have helped with so many people with back pain too, and neck pain where they have degenerated discs, herniated discs. When this PRP is administered into that area, it goes behind that area and forms extracellular matrix. And then it helps in bringing that good posture also.
Yeah.
You can compare the MRIs after giving these therapies, not immediately, but after 6 to 9 months, you will see a tremendous difference.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, to actually see the imaging change. I guess because these cells are dividing so fast and what stops them from turning cancerous, like just out of control division?
Cancer is a different subject. I mean, we don't, that is a contraindication. We don't treat cancer patients. That is one of the things.
But even in the stem cells, what's to prevent them from becoming cancer or like over replicating to out of control?
That is out of my subject.
Okay. More just let the body kind of
let the body take care of itself.
I think because I remember we had friends who were going to do stem cells or thinking about it, and then the FDA stepped in and said, you guys had this much time to do the studies on it, and you didn't do the studies. So now we're regulating it, I think, just so that people know. And PRP is non-controversial at all, I think, right? Everybody,
correct.
It's your own blood.
Let me clarify that regulatory aspect a minute. The protein we are extracting from their own blood, that's not a drug.
Yeah, that's nice. I didn't even know that was a thing. I like that you guys do that.
But it has the ability to heal it.
Right.
Number one. Number two, the way we process that, the procedures we use in our clinic, they are American Medical Association stipulated practices. And the supplies what we use, they are FDA regulated.
Yep.
So everything is under the regulatory guidance. We do that.
Yep.
Only thing is that the protein is not a drug. That is why FDA, they have a separate category to control these biological therapies.
Right.
It's not a FDA approved kind of thing, but what we do is FDA compliant kind of thing.
Yep.
And that is one thing. And the MSC stem cells, it is still, because we are using their own body's stem cells, that is under the FDA umbrella.
Yeah.
Anything comes outside of that or manipulation of these stem cells, that is not FDA approved, which we don't do that here in our QC Kinetix clinic. And in the United States, we cannot use that umbilical cord stem cells because of FDA regulations. We cannot manipulate the stem cells because of FDA regulations. And peptides are, again, it's a drug. So we need to have FDA approval on that. In our clinic, we don't do any peptide therapies, by the way. And again, peptides, the results are, right now, every day new peptide comes because of the chain. There are number of permutations and combinations of these particular chemicals. But it's not FDA regulated yet. Hopefully soon we will see that. But I heard some good results with that peptides. But nowadays I'm hearing that the government stopped procuring any peptides from China and others. They have made a clear mandatory in the FDA website also recently. So that is why we got to be careful where that pharma compound is coming for the peptides.
Right. I agree with that. Well, so what are you pumping in your body? What are you...
Good food.
Are you doing any like the stem cells or anything for you, or you don't?
So far, fortunately, God's grace, I have not taken
Just
any
yoga,
of that.
good food.
So
water.
far, yoga, good food, and good lifestyle. That's all matters. That is what I've been doing. But sometimes I have taken shockwave therapy for me, because when I was traveling in the flight, I leaned over my front seat for a long time. Then I saw stretched back muscle. I was in pain. I thought to correct that with yoga. I tried for 5 days. It didn't help me. Okay, let me get shockwave. One shockwave, done. Problem solved.
Nice.
And then with some of the new things, you were talking about peptides. When new things come to the clinic, I'm assuming it's the medical director who brings it, or QC Kinetix brings it to the medical director. Mm-hmm. The medical director trains your PA and nurse practitioner, and then they bring it in.
That is correct.
And how often is that happening now that there's 180 different locations?
Yeah, right now we are not doing any peptides.
Yeah,
because
or new things.
If any new thing comes, our corporate they do very good research even before coming to the individual clinics. They do good data collection from the corporate clinics first. Corporate clinics are there in Charleston and Charlotte. So once they are comfortable with the results, then they define a program of role of implementation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. Are you a big reader?
I read books too.
What do you like to read?
Nowadays, I'm reading a lot with the regenerative medicine. I read some religious books. I'm kind of a little bit spiritual oriented. I want to learn something different, what it is.
Yeah, nice.
And I read books about the healthy lifestyles, eating, what kind of food, what properties it has, all those kind of things. Because when I'm giving some suggestions to the people, I want to have the backup data exist for them, even for the nutrition and other things. So that is where I'm suggesting a lot of my clients to what to eat, what not to eat when they have some problem.
Nice.
Because you need to know both.
Yeah, I love that. I was going to ask, so you guys do a little bit of dietary advice with clients?
We don't.
As much as you can.
I just give some little bit of tips, but I recommend them to go to a nutritionist. we have a couple of nutritionists we know in Colombia,
Yeah.
and we just refer to them. But to my knowledge, based on what I have gathered, I just give some suggestions to them.
Dude, those nutritionists and dietitians, they're psycho about people like not giving health advice or food advice, right? Like literally, if anybody suggests something, you get a like DM like, "Are you a licensed?"
Yeah, I know. Because come on. Okay, I understand you got to have some license,
Right,
because there
right.
may be some people may
If
have
you're
some allergic to something.
Yeah, if
who
you're
knows?
programming a whole thing, but yeah, I
Correct.
think general advice for people should be fine.
Yeah, I only limit myself to up to general advice.
Yeah.
General
Not
advice.
treating anything, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not treating anybody. Because, for example, you go and drink moringa tea.
What is it?
Moringa tea. Have you heard about moringa tea?
I've heard of moringa tea.
Moringa is a plant, and the tea powder is prepared from the leaves of moringa, and it has highly anti-inflammatory properties.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And in India, we consume that in our regular food item.
Just hammer it down, yeah.
Regular food item. I don't need a doctor to tell me to eat.
Right.
I don't need a nutrition, because we have been eating for the last 5,000 years like that
Yes.
in our regular food item.
Yep. Yep.
So, okay, but we know it has a good vitamin A, anti-inflammatory properties,
Yeah.
and it also helps for the nerve condition, regeneration. It helps. The science is doing research on the food, what we have been eating for the last 5,000 years.
That's what I would say. Like science is never going to catch up to nature and God.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? Like science is always way behind.
Yeah, that is correct. Even I was reading the research article where the blood gets generated. I did ask that question, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they realized that from the thoracic bone, the platelets gets released every moment in the body. That was just 2 years ago. They
Yeah.
published a paper on that. Come on.
Right.
We know that for the last 5,000 years in India.
Tell me about growing up in India. Give me like what did that look like? What did you do on a day-to-day basis?
I was in India. I came out of India in 2002.
How old were you in 2002?
I was 22 years old at the time.
Yep. And got out of India. What like leading up to that, what was your like day-to-day life like? Because I did a little field trip to India.
Oh, you should. Everybody should. It not only India. You have to travel all over the world.
Yes.
Because, different cultures, they have different things which they have been serving their communities and people from these health-related problems in different ways. There is always not only one way is a pharmaceutical way. There is a natural way. Every
Right.
culture, they have that. For example, in Africa, they have different way of taking care of the body by doing an exercise with the toes.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, if you look at cupping, where the
Yeah.
cupping came from, it came from Africa, that particular
Oh,
technique.
really? I thought India.
No, that came from Africa. Because they were doing that cupping thing with the horns, from the animal horns.
Oh, yeah.
They put some hot steam through the horns, and then they release the bad energy from that wherever that knots they have. So the cupping came from Africa.
Well,
And look at some Asian countries. Everybody has got their own techniques.
yeah.
So it is better to explore and understand what they are doing and see what works for us.
Yeah, just different cultures. So like in the U.S., kids they're doing cereal, they're doing Pop-Tarts, then their lunch is like pizza and pasta. Like, what was it like growing up for you at like school and like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Oh, our breakfast is more in the way. There are different varieties of food items. What can I say? There are millions of items. But one thing is that in the morning, we eat fermented rice, fermented in buttermilk, in the yogurt.
Really?
If you ferment the rice, cooked rice with yogurt, that is like fermented rice, and it has probiotic properties, and that is very good for your gut health.
Yeah.
And that is what we used to take as a breakfast.
That's your main breakfast.
And here we suggest, if your gut is bad, go and take kefir milk, drink it.
Yeah.
That is good for your gut. Of course, I mean, yogurt is good for the gut because it has the good bacteria and it helps for your gut health.
Yeah.
That is one of the examples. But the meal consists of rice, and millets, like foxtail millet or little millet and other things. And we have hundreds of varieties of vegetables like okra and bitter gourd, bottle gourd, and leaf curries like spinach. And again, within spinach, there are multiple varieties of spinach. Each has got its own benefits. We also use a lot of seeds in our food, like sprouted seeds, because where do you get nutrition? The highest nutrition content comes from the sprouted food.
It's like the stem cells of plants.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Because if you look at a seed, you soak that seed in the water for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
The nutrition value increases by at least 40% in that.
Dang.
But that is one of the things I eat every day too, like soaked sunflower seeds or soaked pumpkin seeds.
So even in the U.S., like, has that transitioned well for you when you moved over here? Was it?
Yeah, because this is what I don't want to eat a magnesium pill. I don't want to take. If I take pumpkin seeds 1 spoon a day, I don't need a magnesium pill for my life.
Yeah, nice.
So would your mom wake you up early before the sun got up? Is she the one that taught you have to be there before the sun for the right energy?
Correct.
With an alarm clock, or would you guys naturally did that?
It's our biological clock.
Just programmed.
But it is from my parents and my gurus. I learned some of these things.
I love that you have gurus. How do I get a guru if I want one?
Maybe
I can introduce.
I can introduce you to some.
All right, nice.
And what time did school start usually in India?
School starts around 8 o'clock in the morning.
8. So what would you do from 4 to 8?
Video games.
Just reading books, exercises. I mean, there will be some practice math, and other things. So.
Yeah.
Because the brain works very actively in the morning also, right? So when we were in school, we had to allocate at least 1 hour time right after we get up.
Yeah.
Because the brain sinks in a lot of information at that time. So that is one of the things.
No video games though. Or did you play video games?
There was no TV existed when I was a kid in India.
See, it's so different. Were there a lot of like stereotypes for Americans? Like when you were like growing up, were you guys like, oh, those fat Americans?
I know this discussion is going in a different way. No, I mean, not until.
I mean, I just feel like the world. I feel like the world has to look at America like we're nuts, right?
I mean, I don't. It's how the culture, how it was grown, how it was transformed, right? So, until Y2K year, year 2000, we don't have even a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
So everybody is relying on old phones.
Writing notes,
and at that time the memory also works very sharp because you have to memorize the things.
Good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All those things, you have mental activity and physical activity is built in our lifestyle.
Yeah.
But now many people, they are looking at screens, everything they want to type in ChatGPT.
Yes.
So sometimes I feel that, where is the world heading? Are we giving our brain a good activity to be intelligent enough, or no? I don't know. I mean, where it is going. But is it technology helping? Of course it is helping. At the same time, again, nowadays I'm hearing digital detox. Earlier I was hearing physical detox. Nowadays people are talking digital detox. So I mean, we have to find a balanced way. I mean, everything has got its own place, but at the same time, anything should not go to the extreme situation such that it will be a problematic for the humanity.
Right. When did you start growing your mustache and committing to that beautiful thing?
Oh boy. I mean,
Just as a 18-year-old, you said it's time. And have you ever done full beard?
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Just want to make sure that was important to me to ask there.
And when you moved here, I'm just curious about when you moved from India to here, because I don't know a ton
He's from
about
Canada.
No, I went to. Oh, you're from
I'm
Canada.
from Canada,
Oh,
yeah.
great.
But I don't really know what the process was moving from India to here, learning English, getting a visa or a green card or however you did it,
Yeah.
or a family member.
Correct. All those things I had to go through that. I mean, that's a normal immigration process for anybody, immigrants like us. I came here back in 2007. During that time, company employer-based visa I came on, and they have helped me in getting the green card.
Yep. And then what about learning English? How was that?
It was
Early
there.
age.
I mean, in the school in India.
Yeah.
Because India, it was ruled by Britishers since 1847, and because of that, many people they also have English as one subject in their curriculum. So English is one of the language which got taught in our schools.
How many languages do you know?
I speak 3 languages.
3?
Telugu is my native language, my mother tongue, and then Hindi is India's national language, and then English.
Nice. Can you say like and follow and subscribe Columbia's Hottest Podcast to our listeners in India? In Hindi? Are you putting words together?
I don't. I mean, all of a sudden, I'm at a stretch of English. My brain is already going with that flow.
You wanted to say it in English to them. I mean, they understand it in English too, most of them, right?
Okay, I can tell in my mother tongue. Columbia Prajalara Andarki Shubhakangshalu.
Needed it. Love that. Hope you said the right thing there. I don't even know.
No, I'm just wishing
We're gonna
everybody.
find out.
I'm wishing everybody good luck. Columbia people, we wish you good luck. That is what.
That's great. Now, you know what else is like? I've heard this is a conspiracy. Do you think there's really 1 billion people in India?
Yes.
Really?
Mhm.
Like people are saying that can't be accurate.
No, there are 120 crore people in India. Yes, it is billions of people.
So
yes.
talk to me about that. It just number like so in a family unit. Is it do you have a lot of kids, like a lot of brothers and sisters? Is that like a cultural norm where it's expected to have multiple?
Yeah, it is. That is there in the culture, in every culture, I believe.
What's weird is it's like shifting because like now like people aren't having as many kids these days. Like the what is it, Gen, whatever's below us.
It all
Gen Z, Alpha.
millennials, Gen Z.
They're like not replacing themselves.
It depends, right? It's everybody's personal choice, and there are a lot of things. I don't want to get into the personal
Choices. Yeah. All right.
What's the dominant religion in India?
Hindu.
Hindu? Okay. And then in Hindu, is that one of the, like a big family unit? Is that part of the goal?
It's not the goal. That is the responsibility as a culture, right? You need to have next generation also keep going, because that is a humanity, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if everybody doesn't want kids, then there is no humanity after a while, right? But I mean, this is a touchy subject. I don't want to talk.
Oh, really? Is it?
I mean, because everybody has got their own beliefs, and everybody has got their own customs, and I respect everybody.
Sure.
Yep.
I like that. Let's talk QC Kinetix again real quick.
Okay.
Cash based, right? There's not much that insurance picks up or helps with, correct?
Correct. All these biological therapies or regenerative therapies, right now it is not covered by insurance. It has to be paid out of pocket.
Yep.
And many people think that, oh, it is very expensive. It's not. If you look at the current healthcare, if you look at your own healthcare plan,
Right.
you may be having deductible of $10,000 per year
Yep.
per person. And then maximum out of pocket is $20,000.
Yep.
And if you go for a vacation to Bahamas trip, you will spend easily $8,000 or $5,000.
Boom.
All the treatments are less than that.
Yep. Love that. Less than 30 grand
No,
or less than 8 grand.
less than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
So-
I love investing in health.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Where are you investing? Where are you putting this money? You
Yeah.
want to have good quality of life. And if you don't have good quality of life, what is the point in going on vacation
Right.
and go spending on the beach with pain?
Yeah. Do you guys post your prices on your website or anything like that, or no?
We are not posting on the website, but again, all the prices they are competitive to the market, and it's all reference-based pricing too. I often compare our prices to the general market
Yeah.
around the place, and we are always cheaper than them.
Yeah. Nice.
Not in South Carolina, but in the other states.
Yeah.
Because in Colombia, we are the only one doing all these orthobiological
Right.
therapies where we have all these technologies.
Are there areas of the body that you guys don't treat?
We treat the joints only,
Joints only. Okay.
and we don't treat broken bones
Gotcha. Okay.
because it is all the joints, arthritis, pains, ligaments, tendons,
Yep.
tendinitis. These are all the things we treat.
What would be some contraindications that people just know that they need to resolve those problems before they come see you? Like cancer.
Cancer is one of the things,
Yeah.
But if somebody has autoimmune disorders, then we don't treat them also.
Okay.
Because again, we are using the protein from their own blood.
Gotcha.
Again, we don't want to
Yeah.
do anything damage to their problem,
Yeah, that's good.
already problematic area.
Okay, nice. And then first visit, would they expect to get treatment on the first visit, or is first visit just consult and
We are ready to give the treatment on the very first day itself.
okay?
And many people opt for that too. The reason is that they tried, the way it is happening now is that in the orthopedic care, how the journey anybody starts is with the conservative therapies, like with the massage therapy. If somebody is in pain, where do they go first? They go to massage therapy, or they do some kind of home remedies,
Yeah.
exercises and other things, gyms and other things. And if it doesn't help, then they come to you,
Yeah.
chiropractor.
Yeah.
Okay, can you please help me? My back is hurting.
Yeah.
So you guys help them in with the good posturing, and then you want to keep their balance, articulation, those aspects of that you guys help. And then, but in spite of that, there is some set of population, like maybe 5 to 10%, they still don't see the results
Yeah.
after some time.
Limitation of matter where their
Correct.
tissue's just broken down. Yeah.
Correct. So where do they go? Those people go to orthopedic doctors. That is where they also go through a conservative therapies like physiotherapy first. If it doesn't help, okay, come and see me. I will give you steroid injection.
Yeah.
That is how the current system exists.
Right.
If it is a knee problem, then they say, oh, I'll give you hyaluronic acid, the gel injections. And all these are temporary. It only masks the pain. It doesn't help in repairing the joint.
Right.
So what is the point? When the orthopedic doctor says, okay, you're ready for surgery, that is when every panic button in the body kicks in.
Right.
They say, oh, is there any other alternative to come in? Then those people come to us right now. That is one set of people who come to us. Other set of people are referrals from chiropractors like you and others.
Yeah.
Referrals from other massage therapists, acupuncture, all those people, they come to us. But it doesn't need to be like that. When they are going through these conservative therapies, during that time, if they take 1 or 2 PRP shots,
Yeah.
done. Problem is done at that time. 90% of the people, they don't need to even go to
Right.
orthopedic doctors
Yeah.
with the steroid shots. Because steroids, you know how they are toxic to the joint, and they also accelerate the arthritis if
Yes.
somebody is taking
Yes.
multiple steroid shots. So when people get into that push to the edge before surgery, that is when they say, okay, I don't want to go through surgery. Okay, do something. Just stem cells.
Right. Right.
So right now, I see majority of the people are in that condition like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be like that.
Gotcha. And so like bone on bone arthritis, you guys can do something for.
Yes, we do help them with PRP therapies and A2M and a couple of other therapies.
Yep.
We see they also see level of pain reduction drastically after these treatments. But one thing I would like to say is that when it comes to real bone on bone, it's not real. There is still some kind of meniscus layer exists.
Something, yeah.
Even if there's something exists, it still helps.
Right.
These therapies will help them quite a lot.
Yep. Nice. And then you guys do payment plans or payment options for people that can like spread it out?
Correct. We work with our financing vendors like Care Credit and other companies.
Yep. Nice. And then my last question is, what do you like to do for fun in the old Columbia area?
I mingle with friends and I watch sports.
Nice.
Some sports here, the football games.
Yep.
I used to watch. Now the football season is over. Now in India, the cricket match.
Oh, yeah.
Cricket is big over there, so I do watch with the friends. And in the summertime, I like gardening.
Oh, a little gardening. What are you growing?
Grow my own vegetables
Nice. I love that.
like okra, tomatoes,
Yeah.
all kinds of.
Are you vegetarian?
Yes, I'm a vegetarian.
Full-
I don't
full.
eat meat.
Okay.
No meat because meat it has no fiber in it.
You want that fiber.
Yeah, because whatever you consume, you need to have nutrients and fibers.
How are you going to get those deltoids bigger?
I mean, you still get it.
Yeah.
Look at one
Protein.
thing. Okay, the protein comes from the seeds,
Yeah.
right? Like I was mentioning.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I always think like, you know, the example I always think about when like plant-based people,
Mhm.
like gorillas are lean, massive muscle, and they just eat plants.
Right.
It's great.
Man eats only the animals which does not eat meat.
Right. Good point. What are you eating? What?
I'm big on meat.
You
I
eat
would rather
bears.
go carnivore. I can't imagine
I
not
guess like
eating
a
meat.
bear eats meat and you eat. Would you eat a bear?
I have eaten bears.
Most of the animals we eat though, they just eat plants.
And like fish. Well, like fish eat other fish often.
Yeah, fish, I guess.
And I guess like birds eat insects and bugs. I think there are. Like pork to me seems like I can see how that's
Sketchy.
unhealthy.
No, pork has a lot of negative energy. I would avoid that.
Yeah, negative energy, just in general. You don't even
Just
want to
in-
be
Do you
around a
feel
pig.
energy? What's the most energetic animal that you can feel?
No. Cow is a holy animal in India. We worship
What is?
Cows.
Cows.
Yeah.
cows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cows.
So
are-
you wouldn't eat cows?
no,
You
no,
didn't know
no.
that guy?
No, I had no clue. What about chickens? Would you eat chickens there?
I don't eat, but people.
People in India would eat chickens. What if somebody ate a cow? Like, do you have Americans come there and eat a cow
Oh,
and just be offended?
Yeah, they had beef from me over there.
That's not allowed.
It's not allowed?
You know, when I went over there at the 5-star hotel, they had beef, or at least they told me it was.
I don't know. I mean, that is a touchy subject again.
I know.
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh, that got me. That
You didn't know
was
the
funny.
cows. I knew
didn't
cows
know.
were sacred.
I had no
Because
clue.
that was one of our questions. We did like a mission trip over there. It was like 2 weeks. And we were in a really nice hotel. But yeah, they had like American food essentially. It was like they had beef and burgers and steak and all that stuff. But it got us thinking, like, I don't even, like the workers there probably weren't even allowed to handle, or I guess they wouldn't work there if they had to handle it.
It's a religious thing. It's a
Yeah.
very sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Does it gross you out when you see someone eating beef? Like if you're at a restaurant and someone's just mowing down on a steak?
I mean, come on. I said it's up to them. God bless them.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
All right, nice.
All right. And then what about your you want to tell everyone your Instagram so they can follow you?
We are on Facebook, QC Kinetix Columbia. It's in our Facebook page,
Nice.
so people can follow that. and we have several content often done. We post certain things and post the results, success stories
Sweet.
in our clinic very often.
Okay.
You guys are in West. Where's the address? Like West Columbia?
We
or
are in 3020 Sunset Boulevard
Sunset. Okay, yeah.
in West Columbia.
Yeah, nice.
All
Okay,
right.
awesome.
Thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, great stuff.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with you guys.
Yes.
People need to know all the options, what exists when they are going through pains.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Because our life is meant for living happily.
Yep, enjoying it and growing mustaches.
We're here for the health of it.
For the health of it.
Just a quick note, this podcast is for informational purposes only. We're not meant to replace your doctors, and nothing here should be taken as medical advice. Always check with a qualified professional before making decisions about your health. The views and opinions expressed by our guests or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of this podcast. Reliance on any information provided is solely at your own risk.